Salute everybody. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker. I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday, and I hope everybody's had a blessed weekend. Today's topic is what's on the menu, and just checking on my subs. It's been a while. And when I ask what's on the menu, it just doesn't have to be cooking. What you're cooking today, it could be anything on your menu, such as what you're working on, something you're working on if you're a content creator, a project you're working on around the house now that summer's coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be fall season. You know what I'm saying? Really soon. So just a whole lot of different stuff of what's on your menu. Let me get my shout out. Salute Goon, salute. It's Why TV is a content creator. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. He's doing a sit down tonight with um two other content creators, and Wu was always talking about positivity and being on a more spiritual note. So if you like something calm and cool, go over there and check It's YTV out. Salute Goon. Hey Melanated Jim. Hey love. Y'all also go check out my girl Melanated Jim. She hasn't started doing her YouTube channel yet, but she does share people out. You know what I'm saying? And she's super hilarious on her community wall. I love Melanated Jim. Hey TT, my sister. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my sister Transparent Talk out for sure. Her sit downs have been epic. I call her Big Oprah TT. Salute to you, TT. And TT will be going live later on today. So you guys make sure you go check that out as well. What up, bro? What up, Krishan? Krishan also has a YouTube channel. That's my bro from the Memphis sector. Y'all go check his channel out as well. You know what I'm saying? Roaster Toast has a YouTube channel. Salute, Roast. Thank you for coming through. And my sister, Tierra Latrice, sis. I actually want to, I'm actually going to do sit down later on and catch up on the live you did yesterday with the Dream Girls. I want to hear the red flags about the show that you called. Hey, Shank Rock. Salute. Salute, love. Hey, Pretty Black TVA. Hey, Raw. Thank you for coming through. Hey, Miss Sharon. Hey, Callie. Hey, Callie. Hey, sister. And it's okay, Callie. But what's on the menu is just what y'all got going on this Sunday. Are you gardening? You know what I'm saying? Have you went to the swimming pool? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Are you barbecuing? Are you just relaxing? You know what I'm saying? What's the weather where you are and things like that? Yesterday was super crazy. It was an earthquake here in North Carolina, and it sounded like an 18 wheeler was kind of rumbling through the living room. So it was super scary, because hey Kiwi, hey Kiwi is also a content creator. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Kiwi's Hot Topics. Hi Raven, and y'all make sure y'all go follow the Cookie Queen Jamaica, and also the Cookie Queen Jamaica owns Makita's Cookies. So if you're down for some great desserts, you know what I'm saying, get on that Makita Cookies website and check it out and order you some dessert, and support the black businesses, period. Hey, Miss LaKendra, hi, my love. Hi. Miss LaKendra said, out finishing up some school shopping. Just stop in to hit the like and show support, and we'll definitely catch the replay. Thank you so much. And also, my sister, Miss Callie's Kitchen. My bad, Callie. My mind is everywhere. Everybody knows that Miss Callie's Kitchen be over there throwing down in the kitchen. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out for good recipes, good dishes, and stuff like that. She's really doing her thing over there. I'm super proud of her right now. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. And Raven, I'm proud of you. You've been living your best life, hitting all the great concerts, the Erica Badu's. You do not miss a beat, and that's really what life is about, you guys. Living life to the fullest. And my shirt, Misery. Remember, Misery loves company. The guy that played Wisdom is my homeboy from Kentucky, Meech, and he has this clothing brand, Misery Loves Company, and he's got everything, all colors, sweats, joggers, short outfits, you know what I'm saying, jackets, hoodies, and he's got some cold gear, and this shirt is very inspirational to me because it keeps me grounded, and I do gotta remember that Misery does love company. Hi, Blended Healing. You guys make sure y'all go follow my sis, Blended Healing, please. She's on her last couple of courses of forgiveness. It's really been very it's tranquility for me. And salute to you, Blended Hill, and I appreciate that. I definitely needed the forgiveness classes. If y'all don't see me, I still tune in and I do the work, because I'm working on me as well. So Yeah, that is definitely helping me. Hey, Jamie. Hey. But anybody else, what y'all got going on this good Sunday? What's on y'all menu? Kids are going back to school. So I know a lot of us, like Miss LaKendra's, getting our kids ready for school shopping. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pretty Problem Nisha. Hey, sis. Make sure y'all go follow Pretty Problem Nisha out there. Get out that basement with Pretty Problem Nisha. You know what I'm saying? Go turn up one time. Hey, Chin. Salute, baby. Hey, Suntan. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Yes, ma'am. You gotta live out here very good for your mental. And it is, Raven. It is. A lot of people have really just like really I've been collecting my thoughts. I haven't been going live that much. Football season's coming up. You know, I got my team. I'm from Kentucky, so I'm repping UK all day. Basketball season and football season. We are winners regardless of what. So I'm definitely getting that ready. And then also getting ready for my Patriots. I hope they have a good season this year, boy. You know what I'm saying? I we need y'all to come back. You know what I'm saying? Come back the Tom Brady way, but without Tom Brady type of thing. But I'm super ready for my sports to come on. I love sports. And also I'm gonna start getting out of the house some more as well. Hey Miss T, y'all make sure y'all go follow my sis, Miss T. She started her channel 2 days ago, and I mean she's doing a great job. You know, her graphics are off the hook. She's doing her own thing. She's doing her own graphics. And I know it takes a lot, you know, and she was working on that in the process of working on her channel. So big salute to you, my sister. You know, I'm so proud of you with that. And everything over there looks good. Your conversation is everything. She definitely turns up on for wine time, you know. So I appreciate her so much for bringing it to YouTube, you guys. That's what I mean. Hey Skinny, hey Skinny. I see you doing living your best life too, Skinny. Salute to you. OG Skinny Minnie is another content creator. She has a channel as well. Skinny's been taking us on her vacations with her, doing shorts and things like that, such as Jamaica, you know, and that's the real cookie queen, Jamaica. She's been taking us on her journey and her trips, and I think that's nice. You know, I like to see people turn up and have a good time. Sister, my sister Strawberry K. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my sister Strawberry K. Sister K keeps us vibing during the day. On Sunday, she brings that Sunday inspiration, you know, make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Inspires you to get up and, you know, want to go to church and, you know, get your praise on one good time, you know. And if you can't, she still keeps you in that mood, you know, to calm you down, keep you on the straight and narrow, and that's what it's about. Yeah, Tiara. So tomorrow, let me get y'all caught up on some things that I'm gonna be doing and working on. You know what I'm saying? And for all my nurses, if I have any nurses in the building, I'm gonna be doing my coffee and combo this Saturday coming up with my co-host Arissa Bay, and we're gonna be talking about managing stress when you're working in the nursing field. I have a whole lot of nurses that come in the chat and things like that, and they really talk about I talk about how stressful it is and how many hours they're putting in. It's like nobody wants to work anymore, and especially in the nursing field. And we don't think about, well, who takes care of them? You know, they take care of so many people, but who takes care of them at the end of the day? So I just really want to hear about the stress in the nursing field, and especially with all these viruses that come up, the diseases that come up, and things like that. And something, not everything that they can talk about, but some things that they can talk about, such as the COVID and different other types of things, and how stressful it is when you have a family that you have to go home to, a family you have to be apart from due to working so many hours. So I definitely want to talk to some nurses about that. But I didn't want to keep anybody long. Really, I just wanted to check on my subs. It's been a while, and there's nothing wrong. It's just food for a thought. There's nothing wrong with checking on other people to see how they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody doesn't have that. Hey, prettiest eyes. Hey, love. Thank you. Yeah, so make sure y'all drop y'all links, sis. Drop y'all links in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let's get y'all channel in the algorithm. Hey, Big Dog Philly. Salute, salute, salute. Thank you for coming through. Big Dog Philly also has a channel, and he touches on great topics as well. You know what I'm saying? He talks about things that are happening all around us. Not not the BS. You know what I'm you know, if you get what I'm saying. You guys make sure y'all go check out Shank Rock as well. Shank on August the 27th. If you're in here from the Rock Squad, we're going to be attending an event that Shanquilla's sister Quila is going to be throwing. So I'm super excited. Um, I went and bought me some attire. To where I said I want to look business savvy too when I go up in there. So I just didn't want to go in and wear a t-shirt and some jeans because you never know what opportunities will arise when we go in there. And it's always good to see Miss Sue Ann Robinson and the Robinson family. So I'm super excited to go to this event. And Shank Rock also has a site where you can go order your Shanquilla Robinson merchandise. So y'all make sure y'all go purchase your merchandise because on October the 27th through the 29th, we will be going to the graveyard and letting out balloons because it's coming up for the 1 year anniversary for Shanquilla Robinson. So just make sure, you know, if you want to get you a shirt and stuff like that to show extra support and things, order you a Rock Squash t-shirt or a Shanquilla Robinson t-shirt. So I'm super excited. And I'm also gonna be donating some school supplies. I'm gonna order some school supplies and drop them off to 3 different schools. One's going to be on behalf of the Rock Squad. One's going to be on behalf of Switching Lanes with Miss Parker, and also one's going to be in behalf of my sister Transparent Talk in the Memphis sector. It's just something I wanted to do to give back. I was always one that was in that line in my communities needing supplies, you know, needing that extra help. And there's nothing wrong with getting that extra help if you're in the need of school supplies for your children. There's nothing wrong with being in the need at that moment. And I want people to recognize that there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So if you need school supplies, make sure you get online and check out the list of who's giving out in your community and things like that. Yes, her music is very inspiring. It is. And also tomorrow I'm gonna be doing I know everybody has well most people has because I see it going worldwide and I see every time I click on Facebook or Instagram or something, I'm running into this movie. They clone Tyrone. So in the midst of that, me watching that movie, I've always believed in a whole lot of things. And, you know, when it comes to our melanated people, hey, just Andrea, thank you for coming through, love. It's always nice seeing you. Miss Parker, thank you for always checking up on us. Appreciate it. Yeah, Miss Sharon, all the time. Hi, baby. Thank you for coming through. YouTube is messy. I know you I know you are messy. I know you are love. But thank you. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to check everybody to go check that movie out, that Clone Tyrone. It was a lot of messages in that movie for us to finally just open our eyes and check some things out. And as Black people, I don't think we do. You know, hey Don Play, salute, thank you for coming through. Hey family, hey Pee Wee, thank you for coming through. I think in movies, I tried to drop the StreamYard just in case anybody wanted to come up, but they said it was a something's going on YouTube, I think. But we miss a lot of signs in movies, and some of those signs it makes you go, And I really see things that's happening in these movies happen, and I really want to touch on that, such as Training Day. I mean, not Training Day. My bad, y'all. But Independence Day. Also, movies that our kids have watched. You know, I have watched Harry Potter. You know what I'm saying, with the black magic and stuff like that. Because not everybody is spiritual. But for a lot of spiritual people that have read the Bible back in Froze them days, it was a lot of magic being used, whether we want to believe it or not. So yeah, I definitely want to touch on, are there hidden things in movies? And They Clone Tyrone is definitely, I see a lot of things of why people are pushing that movie to be watched. And also with the Jamie Foxx thing going on, you know, with him catching COVID and him being sick, and it was such a big secret, this movie definitely makes you go, So definitely go catch They Clone Tyrone before tomorrow. I hope everybody can catch that. It is on Netflix, and it is definitely an eye opener. She said many, many messages in that film. Woo, yes, Tiara. It wasn't nothing I ain't never talked about, really. And like I said, as Black people, we just don't believe. We just don't take interest into certain things that happen in movies. And it's been a lot of things, like for instance, the Simpsons. It doesn't have to be a movie. It could be a show such as The Simpsons. The Simpsons has gave us many signs of when Lisa was getting married. She flipped the phone and she was FaceTiming. And this was way back when. This is before all of that came into the COVID. They were sneezing and then it jumped off into the sneeze jumped off into the next person and they instantly got sick. So nobody takes that serious, you know what I'm saying, until something happens and then they go, oh, what about this? Remember on the hey Socho Lific, thank you for coming through. But remember when she said thanks for the recommendation, I'll check it out today. Yeah, it's a good, raw, really. If y'all cooking Sunday dinner, if that's on your menu, you're cooking today, you're barbecuing, you're going out with your family to eat today. After you sit down and get relaxed, please watch They Clone Tyrone. Take in the message of the movie, and then a lot of, like I said, go back and look at Jamie Foxx being sick, and you'll go, that's weird. And it comes into a lot of stuff. Like if you really look at a whole lot of movies and a whole lot of even content creators, certain content creators talking about stuff like this, such as the Tiara Latrice show. And it gives you a better understanding. Hey, lovely Cherokee, thank you for coming through. She said, when you don't see me, I'm always supporting of the realness and your genuine concern for all. Thank you. And I hope you had a great weekend as well. I hope all of y'all had a great weekend. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to these great content creators and stuff, and tune in. A lot of them are going live this evening. Shank is doing a live later on this evening. I know Transparent Talk is doing a live this evening. I dropped the link for anybody that want to come up and share anything they had good going on. Miss Sharon, I hope you're doing okay. It's always nice to see you, love. But I just wanted to do a quick check-in because, like I said, I got a live set up for tomorrow, and I definitely want to go back and check out some of my movies and think about some of the things that are going on. I just read up also that in a couple of states in the cities, this drug, I can't pronounce the first name of the drug, but they call it Tranq, TRANQ. And they said it's actually making people turn into zombies. It's a veterinarian drug for cattle, sheep, and different things like that. But somehow they said it's so cheap and easy to get your hands on that it's being sold on our streets, and it's giving off zombie like reactions. And once again, when you look into the movies, you miss hidden messages. And a lot of this makes sense now. When you're watching the movies and people are turning into zombified, and how did anybody think to go take to shoot up a cattle tranquilizer? I mean, think about it. This is something used on animals. Who's thinking to go take that and use that to get high? Where did this come from? A lot of the time travel. People don't believe that. But if you go back in time and read some old documents, they say that's where some of the soldiers that didn't have loved ones to come home to, they didn't have family. They felt like they did their thing in the Nam, or their mind was too gone. They used those people for experimental things such as time travel and different things. It's just stuff we don't believe because we maybe never ran into somebody that this has happened to. But everything is not fictional in the world, and we got to start looking into things and taking it more serious. We definitely do. Ross said things that make you go in my Arsenio Hall voice. Yes, Raw, yes. Again, after watching that, and what's crazy about They Clone Tyrone is because just yesterday they was doing they was sitting down. See, these when they have sit downs at the Senate, they ain't talking about gun violence and breaking, let's stop giving out guns to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a physical or something to, make sure the people that are carrying guns are healthy people. You know what I'm saying? They're really not saying that everybody shows those signs and stuff, but just better ways. But they're talking about warrants on phones, tapping into people phones without warrants, saying that when people call into other countries, you gotta say, for instance, Raw is in another country and I call Raw on a regular because she's in Afghanistan, places where it's wars and stuff like that. They actually, FBI is listening in on your calls without you knowing that they're listening in on your calls. So when we think we're safe by having electronics, you think into those religions that don't have hi to INC, thank you for coming through. So when you started looking back on some of these people, the Quakers and stuff like that, that don't use electricity for anything, you wonder why. Because they're tapping into our StreamYards, they're tapping into our electronics. And that's why people say turn your location off. Why do we have to turn our location? Look, my stuff is jumping as I speak. I'm going too deep for them. High Priest Tierra, you truly did an awesome job with uncovering the red flags in that movie. Yes, go check out Tierra Latrice. She definitely said there was some red flags in the Dreamgirls. It was Dreamgirls, right, Tierra? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was Dreamgirls, right? Empress, I love them throwbacks and shows. Yes. Hey, Bree, baby. Thank you for coming through, love. Hey, Him Hardaway. Thank you guys for coming through. Hey, Ashley's Perspective. Thank you for coming through. Thank you so much. But yeah, they was talking about how they just tapping into our communication sources. And again, it made me kind of look back on some of the religion thing. Okay, she said sparkle, sis. Girl, I'm saying dream girl, but I knew it was something along the way. You know what I'm saying? Tierra, don't charge it to my heart, love. Please don't. Please don't. But yeah, she said sparkle. So Tierra caught some things, and I want to go check out those red flags she caught in the movie Sparkle, and why she wanted to do it. Tierra, if you don't mind pulling up, I just want to see what made you start looking at the signs. Just before, not give too much, but definitely tell me what made you start looking at some of the red flags in that movie. Because again, Tyrone threw me. They cloned Tyrone, definitely knocked me off my seat. And I started going back and looking at some pictures of Jamie Foxx. And when you go too deep, this is what happens. Hey, Shankrod.
Salute, Miss Parker.
Hey, salute.
Salute to everybody down there in the chat. I can't see the chat, but salute to everybody that's in the chat. The UFOs has always existed. Now, of course, not in the form that they show us on TV and in the movies, but of course there are other people out here besides us on Earth.
Shank, how do you feel about him Hardaway said facts, your iPhones records us periodically through each day. How do you really feel about electronics? And after you watch they clone Tyrone as well. So how do you really feel about electronics and stuff? And did I say it right, Shank, about the Quakers? Are they the ones who doesn't believe in like TVs and things like that?
The armorists,
The Amish.
the
The Amish.
Amish, the Amish, yeah, the Amish. Yeah, they pretty much lives off the land, and they don't believe in the technology, and they live productive lives and live for a long time, and they live very productive lives. And they aren't the only ones, think about the people that live on the islands. So, but what happened is we always go by what they tell us. That was the demonstration with they cloned Tyrone. We was always going by what they tell us. And in the movie, they were going by what was told to them. They were programmed.
So do you believe that we're programmed as people?
Yes. Yes, we are definitely programmed as people. Of course, definitely us blacks and white people as well. The whole world is programmed, but definitely us. And the way that they program white people to think on a superior aspect. Majority of the white people realize that those teachings was BS. But then you still got some white people that hold on to the superiority teachings. But it's just a selective few of them that teaches that propaganda, that programs the masses. So when it comes to us, that's what they cloned Tyrone was about. They had everybody programmed. They had all the blacks programmed. And if y'all notice, it took a pimp, it took a hoe, and it took a drug dealer to first fight the system and then ultimately break the system. And notice who they had down there that was cloned, the preacher. Now that's a serious demonstration alone. They had the preacher down there. The preacher was a clone. Go ahead, Miss Parker.
And I'm glad you pointed out about the preacher because, what do we look for the preacher to do? Give us guidance. You know what I'm saying? We go to the church to hear the preacher. And once the preacher speaks, we go with what he say because we want to do better. We want to, you know what I'm saying? Be better people. That once we leave the church, that be the purpose of us going to listen to the preacher. So what better way to do the preacher? And then like you said, you pointed out 3 other good things: the hoe, the pimp, and the drug dealer. And that said a lot. Miss Sharon said, yes, Miss Parker, they definitely be tapping into them phones for a minute. Yes, in other things, our TV. Why do y'all think when we talk about certain things on this app, a lot of content creators such as Shank Rock be telling his chat, don't use this word, don't use that word, because they're watching us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a freedom of speech on this app. We are not free to talk about certain topics. A lot of people were saying C-19, you couldn't even say the whole word of the virus because they would, your channel would start messing up. And it's sad that we cannot talk about these kind of things and bring awareness, because again, this is programmed for us to tear each other down, not bring awareness. Do you agree with that, Shane?
Yes, Miss Parker, you right on the nose. You right on the nose. It's all about programming. Back in the days during our time, they were programming us through television. But when we break the word television down, tell a lie. Just like the library. You break library down, lie. There are many lies in that library. Yeah. So it's all about programming. And they program you with words. That's the first thing. They hypnotize you. Remember back in the days, we're gonna hypnotize them. We seen it in the movies. We thought it was science fiction, but it was never science fiction. Mm-hmm. And science fiction in reality really is reality, science. Yep. Science teaches us most of the things that were taught to us is BS. Science. So now they got us thinking that science fiction is something that ain't true. They got us programmed to believe what's true is false, and what's false is true.
Yep. And I believe it. I believe that. She said, wow, shaking my head, the preacher, Miss Parker, so true. Most people attend service and believe all preachers say instead of researching to compare what was taught in the service. And absolutely, and again,
she absolutely right, Miss Parker. It was the preacher that was cloned, and the very one that the preacher, well, not the preacher, but the very one that society looks down on, the pimp, the hoes, the dope dealer, They was the ones, because if you go to the Bible and they wonder why they got at the Jesus for hanging with the sinners. They couldn't understand why Jesus hung amongst the sinners, because he knew their heart. He knew that the sinners were the ones that was going to make the change.
I can't agree with you more on that, Shank. And also as you walk down, because I don't want to give too much of the movie up, Shank, because I really want them to go watch it for themselves. But real quick, while I got you up here, Shank, how did you really feel like once did you ever think once you watched it, after you watched the movie, did you ever look into like think about Jamie Foxx's situation outside the movie?
Yeah, and I'm glad that you asked me that, because at first, of course, I was really against, what everybody was saying about them cloning Jamie Foxx. I was like, no, they ain't cloned Jamie Foxx. But now that raises a strong possibility that they could have cloned him. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. She said exactly, family. We must wake up and stay woke. Christopher W has said, I agree in Jesus. How do you power down such a learned belief system? I mean, I don't think like the racial level, but some other entitlement.
Let me slide in, Ms. Parker, and then I gotta leave. For those that believe in Jesus, yes, there was a Jesus. There was a Jesus. I don't want nobody to drop their religion. I don't want nobody to stop believing in Jesus, because there was a Jesus. But I want you all to do is carefully go back and read the scriptures and pay attention to those preachers, because remember, it was the preacher that was down there that was cloned. The preacher and they cloned Tyrone wasn't on the front line. So go back, and it's okay to question when it comes to the scriptures. It's okay if you hear somebody say something about the scriptures, mainly the preacher. It's okay to say, okay, let me question this. I'm going to give y'all a prime example. When it speaks about Jesus walked on water, some people might say, oh, Shank, anything and everything was possible during those times. But ain't nothing new under the sun. So if man could walk on water 2,000 years ago, for surely man can walk on water today. You ain't seen nobody walk on water yet. When they talk about Jesus walking on water, they speaking in y'all know how I mess up my words. Metaphors. Yeah. Y'all, they speaking in metaphors. The majority of that Bible is metaphors. The majority of the Bible is metaphors. But I got to drop down, Ms. Parker. Keep doing the great work. Salute everybody that's in the chat. And I'm going to drop down, Ms. Parker.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Shane. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Shank Rock. Make sure your notification bell is turned on so you won't miss none of his demonstrations. Ms. Sharon said, I'm just thinking about the symbolism in cloning. When we look at it, we have unconsciously been cloned to think and act as they desire. Just thinking about us trying to get back to our true self. And absolutely, and the reason why I wanted y'all to look at this movie is because cloning, see, they're making it to us like, oh, we're just gonna clone this lamb. We're just gonna clone this cow. So for 1 second, y'all don't think if they're cloning animals that some people aren't using it. Just like when I had my 5 kids, back maybe up to I had Savion, which was my 4th baby at the time. That's when they started coming. Would you like to donate your umbilical cord? We do research. They come in and I'm like, what? And then some people were saying that they was taking them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Using them anyway, because we don't see what they're doing with those things. And I wasn't trying to be nasty or mess nobody's stomach up, but it was just the truth. Like, we don't see what they're doing with certain things when we leave the hospital or when we're having a baby. We're not even paying attention to it. We're just happy. We just had the baby. Y'all got the baby up out of us. We're tired. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure our baby's okay. We're not thinking, what do y'all want to do research for my umbilical cord? What are y'all doing with my umbilical cord? What kind of studies? Y'all testing for blood and other things. They're testing using so much of us for so many things, and a lot of people do donate themselves to be a test subject after they pass away, and things. So we really have to be mindful of what's going on around us and the messages that they're pushing in these movies. If we go back, let's go back, because I don't want to do too much on what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but I'm gonna give y'all another one. Total Recall. If anybody remembers Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall, the big screen TVs. This is in the 80s. This is in the 80s. Living amongst aliens. Living amongst different nationality of people and things. But we just look like, oh, that's a good movie. Oh yeah, that's a good movie. Star Trek. Because tomorrow when I come back, I want to hear some things about it. You think humans interacting with different nationalities. And I say nationalities because I don't want to say anything, but different nationality of species of people. And we're just like, oh, these all make believe. But it's not. When you go back and watch Edward Snowden, come on, holler at me. Because, see, I've been reading up on things for quite some time because a lot of stuff wasn't making sense to me. And I was like, Yeah, he was on it. Hey, Rosemary, thank you for coming through. She's like, pretty size was Shank's connection on YouTube. I'm careful with my question. I'll get him to drop his link. Shank, if you can come back and drop your link. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Miss Tracy Sanders. Thank you for coming through. He said the agenda is to make us DOSA easier for us to follow without fighting back. Absolutely. Hey, Shell. Hey, love. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. He said, my dad used to say that if it's in a movie, it most likely exists. Hey, Demon. He said aliens are living up on us now. Demon. Hey, Sincere Love. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. So much of TV has come to pass, and we just don't believe it. In all colors. Yes, in all colors. If you guys go back, like I said again, I think it's gonna be a good live because I won't you don't have to pull up on the panel, but in the chat, just tell me what movie had caught your eye and some things that you noticed. Just stood out to you. And again, you guys make sure y'all go watch that Clone Tyrone. And again, once you watch that movie, pay attention to everything, and don't just pay attention to everything in the movie, but pay attention to the Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx produced this movie. It makes you go, See, he was doing too much. Because, see, once you're in that industry, I think you get to know more than what we get to know. See, a month ago, and Demon, I'm glad you said that, because, see, not even a month ago, these people called from Las Vegas and said, hey, it's some strange looking ass people in the back, like 9 feet tall. And they don't look like us. And the 911 dispatcher's like, okay, but let me, because when you call 911, they still got to get up because people's panicking in the back. But they think that when they call it into the other officer, he's like, well, let me go check. But they're making joke of it. But guess what? It was recorded through another police officer's camera in the car. You see the green thing flying out of the sky. And then you heard a boom. So see, everybody's like, oh, they made that up. No, that's what we're programmed to think, that they made this shit up, that this shit is all fiction. This is all fiction. But see, nobody even paid attention to when Donald Trump, those fans, see, Donald Trump is in trouble now. for taking fouls. But do anybody even pay attention? Because see, where we wasn't Trump supporters, I was very much so a Trump supporter. I was very much so a Trump supporter because all the lies and everything that man said he was going to do, he did it when he came to office. So I'd rather deal with somebody that's honest, whether they doing honest stuff badly. He was honest about he wanted to do bad things. He wanted to do certain things. Hey, thank you for coming through. But he said, I think Americans should know about the Area 21 and the aliens and the stuff y'all hiding from them. Y'all hiding a lot from the American people. But nah, we didn't want to hear it. We didn't want to hear it. We wasn't interested. We wasn't interested. He said, So you think they got Jamie from that movie, I Like the Connection. Him Hardaway, think about it. Y'all see that he's got better. He got better. Remember, this man was on his deathbed. You had the black actors in an uproar like prayers to Jamie Foxx's family. And then his daughter just all of a sudden come out. My daddy's playing golf. He ain't nothing wrong with him. How do we go from that to this? What a hell of a recovery so quick. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Y'all got to make something make sense. How do we go from praying for you, then it's like, hallelujah, I'm up, I'm walking, I'm perfect. And then right when he gets perfect and he comes out with this speech, he looks totally different. He ain't got that full face, which I'm not expecting due to him being sick, but he don't got that full figure. He just don't seem like the Jamie. He's just Jamie. He ain't Jamie Foxx. He ain't that blame it on the alcohol Jamie. He's just Jamie. And I'm like, oh. Then when the movie hit, after he comes out with that speech, now we got they clone Tyrone. And I'm looking, and after I watch the movie, I'm swearing, y'all, I'm going, wait a minute. This shit's real. They actually doing it. You will be ignorant to think in a vast universe, you will be the only life. Come on, sincere. That's the thing. Hey, Rico Boo, that's the thing. They want y'all to think they look a type of way. Absolutely. But see, why we don't believe as Black people? Why is it so hard for us to believe certain things? Why is it hard for us to believe certain things? Now, again, y'all go check this movie out. He said Team Trump. Absolutely. I voted for Trump all the time. And you know what, Rico? I didn't even vote for him. I'm just going to, you know what I'm saying? I really just was for him. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like all the lies. That part, Miss Parker, ref him, express. Some people are one way thing because I agree with you. Yes, I got to stick to how my beliefs. I got to stick to what's being presented from me. Because, see, we get on here and we let real life escape us because we are programmed to get on her with the fuck shit. We are not programmed to get on her and help each other and put resources out there that's really available to us that they make it unavailable to us. We're not supposed to do this. Why do y'all think in housing programs that you really got to talk to somebody working the housing program to know about certain things? What about when let me tell y'all, before they took K-TAP, a lot of stuff they wasn't telling the people from the K-TAP. But see, I had people that worked in the K-TAP. You know how you got friends to go volunteer and stuff like that to keep their benefits going. I had a lot of friends that would volunteer. And I never forget that when my friends was volunteering, I was like, hey, they say before the K-TAP ended, remember Bill Clinton took K-TAP from the people after so many years of being on K-TAP. So my friends said, they got a program, sis, and if you end your K-TAP, it's like if you in your last 3 months of your K-TAP, you have to stop it. And what they do was you work for 60 days, 60 now 2 months, and you get $3,000. Plus, if you had a vehicle, they gave you $3,000 in repair. Plus, 60 days after that, if you work 120 days, they give you another $3,000. Plus, you still had your 3 K-TAP checks to, you know what I'm saying, in the hole. Just in case something ever happened, you know, you get pregnant again or anything, you still had 3 K-TAP checks in the hole. But did they tell us about these resources in our community? No, by word of mouth. We said, bitch, guess what? And that's just how I said it, y'all. I'm sorry, but I was like, guess what? They got this program you know what I'm saying? If you've been on K-Tap this long, you get this money. So if they're hiding things like that about money, and this program is supposed to be available, why wasn't it made available on a piece of paper and posted up when you go to research for your food stamps or your medical card or whatever you're doing in that work office? Why wasn't that never posted on a paper? See, they keep little things like that hidden from us. What else are they keeping hidden from us? Rico said this heat is coming from underwater. Man. But again, when Suntan said I was gonna say and people still isn't gonna believe, they not. So again, I want everybody to go and Google that Vegas green light. So when the police can't catch it, but the people called when the police cam called, right when the police cam was catching it, they heard the boom. That's like, what is that? But that ain't the police officer that was going on the call. But just so happened when that police officer that thought it was a prank ran into the officers that caught it, they was like, hey, we did catch something. We ain't heard shit about that since. Why? Why? When they see stuff under the water, they keep it a secret. When people catch certain things in the water, be like, dang, how big is that? What is that? We know what a dolphin and a shark look like. We know it's stuff in the ocean that they can't even get to. It's so many feet that they can go in the ocean. It's so many feet they can go in a cave. It's so many feet in the rainforest that we can go to. Y'all don't think there's a lot of stuff out there we don't even know exists. But when we see it or when we hear about it, it's hidden. We don't believe. We're not believers. As melanated people, I'm sorry, we are not believers. But we'll believe gossip. We believe the messed up stuff. So, again, this movie was put out for a reason. Somebody in the chat said, wake up. It's really time to wake up. It is time to wake up. I've been woke. Again, when Edward Snowden put that information out, so they just locked him. Y'all, when y'all go Google it, and he said there are portals in the water. Absolutely, Rico, go on. I ain't messing with you today, Rico. I gotta show them all about that, Rico. Go on for real. But Edward Snowden, he put this information out. Let me tell y'all something. When they start locking you up for giving out false information, you can't get locked up. That's not against the law to tell a lie that it was aliens. He got paper saying it was aliens, and it was paperwork showing this and paperwork showing that, and he got locked up. He got locked up for breaking into the FBI system. And not only that, he was recording what he seen, what he read. He was giving files out. He was recording and downloading the files. He did so much that they not only locked him up, they said, we want to offer you a job. What? See, we gotta wake up. Everything we eat in our body is not food. All the meat, again, go Google some stuff about the hamburger rolls at Walmart. We sure like ostrich. I know I ate ostrich meat for years. I thought I was eating beef. I didn't understand the 99%, the 50% beef, yeah. But see, we believe when we go to get that hamburger that that's beef because that's what they told us that was. That's hamburger. That's beef. No, it's not. It's not. Sincere said they've been playing with wormholes, black holes, dark matter, dark energy portals, etc. He said some things are meant to be Rico, and that's just the truth. And another thing I want y'all to realize is those bunkers. See, we was turning Obama down. We was rushing him to give us free medical. The dumb stuff. When he has a black man, he can't tell us everything. He took an oath. But he was definitely trying to get us prepared for those bunkers. Yeah, they got underground bunkers. Google it. If you got so much money, you can get you one. Why are they building underground bunkers? when I'm in North Carolina, so when the balloon comes down, again, something when other people say, when the balloon comes down, they shoot it down. See, there was things inside that weather balloon that was gathering up intelligence from us, from other countries. But see, the next 2 days later, over in Alaska, they didn't get a chance to shoot it down. And one of the men that was supposed to shoot it down from us, from our side, said, "Oh yeah, it was an unidentified flying object. It was big. It was big like an automobile size, and they didn't get to shoot it down because it just hit the snow and evaporated." Go Google it. It's that's a real story. What evaporated? What was it? They didn't even shoot it down. They didn't get a chance to, but he made a mistake and said unidentified because they didn't get to say weather balloon like the one down here in North Carolina, in the ocean of South Carolina, in Myrtle Beach. Because it wasn't a weather balloon, but see, that was okay, and we went on, and we on to something new. We're not waking up to what's going on around us. People are so deep in the matrix, not too many open-minded people. Yes, it's not. What about the bird the people caught that couldn't even fly because it was just stuck in mid-gravity? Wings weren't flapping, it was just stuck. Ain't nobody going, what is that? Wait a minute. You know, we extra excited, extra dramatic. I don't know how I'm gonna go out there and see a bird just not being able to fly, just mid-air in the matrix, just froze in gravity. What's going on? I got questions. But see, we not supposed to talk about this. That's why they allow guns and drugs and these zombie drugs to come in our communities, to throw us off, to keep us programmed. Yeah, to keep us programmed. That's why we all got numbers. Your social security number is a tracking number. That was number one when you was born. That's the tracking number. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be discussing that tomorrow. There's also been time travel. If y'all go back and read some of the military stories of old veterans, people with PTSD and stuff, a lot of those people were so traumatized, it was certain medicines that they was giving them and stuff to kind of get what they seen and witnessed. You know, we don't know what it's like. I don't want to see nobody get hurt. So we don't know what it's like to have our partner beside us and on a live head just blown off. We want to know how to, everybody can't handle that. See, when you sign up, you want to sign up because you think you want to go and save our country, but the trauma that comes with it. So a lot of back in the days, they wouldn't get FDA approved. Go back. A lot of stuff is just FDA approved is really just now coming into effect for a lot of medicines. But when it was going then, that was giving those men medicines to program them, to make them move a certain type of way. And they was using those men for experiments, such as time travel. I mean, why we can't know about the underground electronics down there in Area 21? They have a train that can take you from, where did the guy say? See, it was some people that leaked some stuff. And he said you could take a train from, I think, United States to London in less than an hour. So when you watch Finding Tyrone, you're going to say, oh, I get it. If you watch Batman, with Morgan Freeman in it, remember? They was listening in on our phone calls. When he walked in that room, they had everybody's house on the screen. They had these screens with everybody's house. And you could see everybody's conversations. what was going on in everybody's house. See, we overlooked that. That's real. That's real. They don't monitor our YouTube pages just for cuss words. No. They monitor our messages that we give to y'all. Yeah, they monitor those messages. They want to make sure that we're not getting anybody to wake up. Yeah. Programming. So tomorrow definitely pull up with me about Sincere said, yep. Hey Bato, thank you for coming through. Sorry y'all got a little bit behind. He said they just passed the law to sell us manufactured. Man, him hard to wake up, man. Come on. Wake them up to sell manufactured meat. We don't even know what we're eating. Why y'all think so many people start saying, I'm going vegan? If y'all go back to a few months ago, China made a son. So don't tell me they can't clone a people. These people made a son. It don't make you go, what's really going on? How did they make a son? But see, that went over people's heads. Yeah, that went over our heads. He said 2023 equals 7. Yep. Hey, Taylor May. Thank you for coming through, love. Thank you. He said 7, justice, balance, and karma. And we're in the age of Aquarius. Man, Rico, go on down. Ain't nobody want to really hear that. You know, that we don't want to wake up. They don't want you to wake us up, Rico. Stop. So much food is made in the lab. Cloning is real. Lovely Turkey, they just said they was cloning a llama something, somebody's llama something. I know they cloned the sheep and bought it back retarded, but y'all got to go back to that movie. What's that movie? Is that the robot movie where they cloned that little boy? These people lost their baby, but they wanted him back so bad that they cloned him, and he became mad. He was out of control. Yeah. They cloned the baby. I'm gonna find that movie and talk about that one too. I know the loss of a child could be hard, but I as much as I would want my child back, just the cloning part, because I know that's not originally mine. See, that's third creation. When I made my baby the first time, that was my creation. And I'm not knocking nobody that would do this just to have their baby back, but that second one's not my creation. That is man-made. I couldn't handle it. Taylor Made, I hope you had a great weekend. Rico, I hope you had a great weekend as well. Sincere, lovely Cherokee. Rico said they don't know China has something on the U.S. Absolutely. Yeah. Look how upset they had us over Bin Laden and all of them about the 9/11. Stop. We know what it was. That was us. Stop. Population control. We'll go to it and stick to it for a second, and then they'll cause a diversion, something to make us go, wait a minute, what? What now? They'll throw something else. They'll cause something like the George Floyd to go on, where our minds are thrown. We're not thinking about nothing else now. We're on the George Floyd. Yeah. It's hitting stuff. It's a lot of missing stuff that we're not waking up to. Remember when people were claiming money using their SSN? Yes, Raw. Yes. Hey, DJ, salute. Thank you for coming through. He said, Emerald Rowley is how the universe talks to us. Yes. Thank you, DJ. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Feel free to purchase a super chat, super sticker, and also join that membership. The lowest tier is $1.99. Don't worry about that $24.99. As much as I want it, will want it to buy a new wig, because right now I'm just rocking my natural. You know what I'm saying? I do miss wearing hair that ain't mine, but I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Just feel free to purchase a membership, super sticker, or super chat. But yeah, she said they've been preparing us for this for decades. Man, Miss Sharon, we don't want to hear it. You get what I'm saying? You are not lying. That movie right there broke it for me. That told me everything I've been knowing and thinking. Again, what him Hardaway say? They trying to make manufactured meat. Who? I don't want that. But again, what Shank was up here saying, the Amish. They live off the land. That's what it's always, you know what I'm saying? It was like that. They didn't have TVs back in the days of the Indians to getting their land taken. They was living off the land. When you had to go find somebody, you had to jump on a horse's back or travel the land. Now they got social media. So you think if we can't get on social media and look up somebody, they can't? They're not listening. Yeah, they are. How they can ping your phone and know that you was on the highway, you know what I'm saying, at 10:24, but the person you unalive at 10:22, you was right there on that spot. Come on, make it make sense. It's not always. Man, you ride down the highway and tell me how many cameras you've seen. I don't want to hear nothing about hidden cameras or nothing. It's just what it is. It's been the way of the world. We just ain't been open to it. 2023, we're in the cycle of justice, balance, injustice in the age of Aquarius. Yeah. She said, I thought they stopped allowing it, him Hardaway. No, they just came up with it, Rob. Miss Sharon, don't get me started on my story. I'm gonna share it tomorrow. Hopefully I get my sisters to pull up with me, you guys, just to share my a little bit about why I wanted to do that demonstration on is there hidden things in movies. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can share it. Oh, I am, Miss Sharon. I'm definitely gonna share. She said it's called Beyond. She said, Raw, when you die, if no one claims your estate tied to your SSN, the banks get with the government and claim your estate. And when why you think they give you a time limit? That's interesting, him Hardaway. That is really interesting. Wow. Wow. See, you just opened my eye to something else. Because I never thought about that. I never thought about that in Hardaway. She said, I definitely know about veterans' war stories. I'm a military brat. My personal opinion, all who have served, protected this country should be treated number one upon returning from combat and get what they want. Yes, lovely Cherokee. And, salute to you, lovely Cherokee, for real. You know what I'm saying? Big salute and prayers to you. And thank you so much for what you do for this country. But you got to thank this country. What y'all do for this country, they don't get back. You see how they don't get back. But in return, you're treated as an investigational study. When the PTSD gets out of hand, you're used to society. They use you as an experiment. Yeah, those war stories are real. That's who I be talking to. I be talking to people that served in the war. And when they be saying, people like, oh, he crazy. He lost his mind after. No, sometimes they come back and they say things and they start telling real stuff. But you got to be open and listen. Quit being programmed to think that they're crazy. No, they experience some tough stuff. They experience some crazy stuff, some scary stuff. So it threw them. And it makes us say they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? No, we're crazy for not listening. Because when they say certain things, it makes you go, let me go look into this. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a couple minutes off the BS and go listen to this and go look into this. People don't know the Democrat Party support child sending having kids in case. Man, come on. Roast. I'm being serious. Toast is you. Thank you, Rico. Wow, this is interesting. Yeah, Taylor May. Hey, Chat Rap. Yeah. figure out the movie and talk about it. And I'm so curious. Yes, we're gonna go. If you have Netflix, go look up They Clone Tyrone, and tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about it. But if you have a movie that you know that you have seen, such as Tierra Latrice said Sparkle, she's seen some red flags in Sparkle, and sometimes in movies you do see some things, you know, racism, homosexuality, etc. This and all of the gender divide. Yes, it is. It is, Rico. I've been known and seen this a long time ago. Thank you, Suntan. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. She said, Miss Parker, thank you for awesome real life content. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, lovely turkey. Thank you so much. But again, you guys go check that movie out. I'm about to get out of here. I just wanted to check on my subs. I miss y'all so much. And I feel like I'm not doing a good job when I don't come on here and check on y'all. You know, I know everybody has their own life. Everybody's dealing with real life. Again, summer's ending. People's trying to finish up last minute vacations, school shopping, and things like that. And also just getting back to the work week. We know traffic's going to be back to the regular, you know what I'm saying? The kids are going to be running rapid because school's starting back up, meeting new friends, you know what I'm saying? Running into bullies, running into teachers they don't like, just so much when school starts back. Some are going for the first time and some more stuff. I'm happy my grandbaby was going to the second grade, but my daughter did so good. She said, Mom, she's just not ready. You know, everything is so up to par, but the reading, and ain't it crazy how they pass out black melanated children? The teachers didn't see the problem, but my daughter did, and I'm so proud of her for catching that delay in my granddaughter, that she's just not reading on the level she should be reading on. And we need to be mindful of that. Don't push your child to that level, you know what I'm saying? Because right now we need our kids to be as educated as possible, as educated and open as we are as possible. It's so important. Well, I said I'm going to research that again because I thought that the powers that stop people from being able to get that money. Wow, I know I am too, Raw. I'm looking into that too. I agree, Miss Parker. Much as I miss my baby, I won't want a clone. I don't, Miss Sharon. I couldn't. I just couldn't. She said, Shank Rock, I will look for you. I'm on code. You're speaking facts. Thank you, Chin, baby. See you tomorrow, Miss Parker. Have a great week. Everybody have a great week. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, lovely turkey. I appreciate you so much. Rico said, I just seen it vivid that the ancestors are still living through our vision, intention, commitment into incisions. Yes, yes. Everybody have a great Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like again, when I do my what's on the menu, it doesn't absolutely mean food. And just anything you got going on in life, a project you're working on, the kids going back to school, like Miss LaKendra said, you know what I'm saying? Wrapping up a vacation, anything, content creators that's working on something new that want us to come on over there and indulge in with them. We're down for what's on the menu. I'm down to help anybody add stuff on the menu as well. Don't forget to pull up to with me tomorrow at 6:00. Hit messages in movies, you know, especially They Clone Tyrone. Thank you guys so much for everybody that sent in a super sticker, super chat, or even sent in a cash app. If y'all just hit the like button for me and keep me in the algorithm, that's all I need from y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me. Big ups to everybody that put up today. Y'all made me so happy today because I so wasn't ready to come on. It was so much BS going on in my sector. I was like, okay, I want to wrap this up. But actually, y'all made me feel so special today by pulling up. This is what it's about, you know, a message, connecting with real people, you know, getting to talk to my people, you know, the support, sharing the support, you know, and also connecting y'all with different other content creators that are beautiful and well-deserved of other people's support and networking. That's what it's about. And I appreciate you guys again for pulling up with me today for what's on the menu and checking on my subscribers with Miss Parker. Miss Parker. It's okay, Sag. Catch the replay. And if anybody has anything they want me to talk about, any topics, leave a comment outside the comment section on this video and just let me know. And I hope everybody pulls up with me tomorrow. Thanks, guys. She said, I actually have a video. Okay, Miss Sharon, leave it outside a comment for me today on this video, and I'll go check it out for tomorrow. And again, thanks, you guys. And thanks, Shank Rock, for pulling up with me.